What's good, everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to another video. Today we've got some interesting information across the Xenoblade, Bayonetta, and surprise Nintendo Switch game announcement front, if that's ever been a front. I guess it's been fronts before. But before we get into any of that, what's good, everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to another video. Please make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're someone new, and click that notification bell to get my videos first. And we're starting off with a discussion on a game that I'm just a little bit excited for. And yes, you guys know it. I know it. We all know it. Xenoblade Chronicles 3. But we've got some big information on this because a big problem that has plagued the Xenoblade series pretty much every single release is pretty much being fixed. Question mark, exclamation mark, what's going on here? Yes, it does seem like Monolith Soft, with their brand new engine on the Nintendo Switch with Xenoblade Chronicles 3, or their modified engine, more like it, has fixed one of the biggest problems with Xenoblade Chronicles 3, and that is the resolution in portable mode, and I would guess maybe not so much docked mode, but some issues here and there. But the portable mode has been a problem since the Nintendo Switch, since they started doing really the portable games. Heck, even if you want to go back, Monolith Soft didn't make this one, but the original Xenoblade Chronicles, that game on the new Nintendo 3DS, I mean, that resolution was like, woo, pretty bad, right? It looked pretty terrible. People still played that game. That's how good Monolith Soft is. But let's talk about this, because Nintendo Life put out a bunch of new screenshots. We have the latest build of the game, or at least the build that Nintendo has submitted over to these journalists for them to play for review. And I would say that since the game got moved up, I'm guessing that the build that they have is pretty much going to be almost near complete, with maybe a minor little update, maybe day one for some little bug fixes. But for the most part, this is how it's going to look, play, run, and all of that. It's not going to be like Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which that had some issues, a lot more issues at launch, because what I'm seeing with these screenshots that you guys have been seeing, along with the footage of the game that I'll sprinkle in as well, is that you see a game that looks far better and more advanced than what we saw, especially in the gameplay stage. But what I want to focus on here is the handheld mode. That has been the issue so far with Xenoblade Chronicles, and based off of these screenshots that you guys have been seeing here, the handheld mode seems to have been fixed when it comes to how good it looks and the resolution. Before, we've seen it dip pretty low. There's definitely been some issues, and I know Digital Foundry's usually all over that, so we still have to wait for that. But based off of these screenshots that Nintendo Life is showing off, which they do say that they captured in handheld mode, so that is a confirmed thing that they have a review code, obviously, and you can see that the handheld mode compared to the dock mode, because I will be going in and out of these screenshots, it looks really comparable. It looks really good. Now, obviously the handheld mode looks a bit softer, the resolution maybe isn't as high, and it seems like there is a dynamic buffer, because some of the screenshots look a bit better than others when it comes to the draw distance, or when it comes to certain stuff that's happening. It definitely seems like it's going to adjust on the fly based on where you're at. But so far, if you're comparing it to what Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and Definitive Edition was, and also Future Connected, this is a major W for Monolith Soft and the Xenoblade franchise, because that's been pretty much the Achilles heel for many people with Xenoblade, outside of some of the frame rate issues that were in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and Definitive Edition. Not so much with that game, just more with Xenoblade Chronicles 2. So it seems like they've finally not only gotten the graphical presentation to be boosted above what we saw with Xenoblade Chronicles X and also with Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but they've been able to stabilize that frame rate while also adding more characters on screen and keeping a better resolution, probably overall, with the dynamic buffer or whatever they have docked, and also undocked as well, based off of these screenshots. Otherwise, I don't think Monolith Soft would have been able to add 7 characters on screen and be able to add all of the effects and everything that they're doing and have it look and run as good as it has so far in the presentations and the raw gameplay clips and the demos and everything that we've seen. So I am very impressed with these screenshots here, and I'm happy that Monolith Soft has finally been able to get that large team and that budget on the Nintendo Switch, because I think that a lot of people have gotten the bad, I would say, rep of Monolith Soft, thinking that they don't know how to make their games because the resolution isn't high, and that's been one of the key issues that I see people bring up time and time again with their games, not knowing that, heck, back with the Wii U, man, when they had that time and that budget to really create that type of game, I mean, they were able to get Xenoblade Chronicles X on the Wii U, a system that was not known for open world RPGs and a game of that size. There's nothing else like it on the system, and they really hadn't gotten that chance because it was Takahashi Team 2 with Xenoblade Chronicles 2. That was not the full team, and with Definitive Edition, you're not going to have the full team making that port of the game or remaster of the game. So finally, they got their opportunity to use the Switch, update their engine, and get the time and money, because many people are stating with the previews that this feels like a Nintendo first party type of game polish. So they've got that extra funds that they've been receiving, that they've been getting, that they've earned from what they did with Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and Torna and Definitive Edition, and turned that into good use, in my opinion, with these new screenshots with Xenoblade Chronicles 3. So I am just over the moon with this. I think that this is going to hold up very well in portable mode, a lot better than maybe what some people were expecting. And I don't expect it to be perfect in the resolution or the frame rate areas, but I do expect it to be a vast improvement over what we saw with the previous Xenoblade games on the Nintendo Switch. So I'm very happy to see exactly where this goes, because everything has been positive so far, and I think that there's going to be a very good result when the game finally drops next week. Did you guys know that Xenoblade, as of the time that I'm recording this video, is dropping next week? So if you're watching this in the future or at any other point, you can rest assured that we'll get more details, and you can say, okay, it's looking pretty good when it comes to the handheld mode. I can go out there and buy the game if I'm going to be playing predominantly handheld, because we do have some people, Nintendo Switch Lites out there. Obviously, it needs to be better than what it was with Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Torna the Golden Country, and what they did with Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, and it seems like that is happening here. But what are your thoughts when it comes to Xenoblade Chronicles 3 and what they're doing here with these new screenshots, the portable mode, the gameplay that we've seen so far? Let me know in the comment section below. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next topic here, and we're talking Bayonetta 3 Trinity Masquerade Edition on the Nintendo Switch. I've spoke about this just a little bit, showed it off, talked about what you've gotten when it was originally announced, but now pre-orders are actually live and up for you, and I want to make sure that you guys have the beat on where pre-orders are going to be, when they're going to come back in stock, and what's going on. So from what I understand, GameStop is taking in-store pre-orders for Bayonetta 3. Now, maybe by the time that you guys watch this video, there will be pre-orders online for GameStop. There might already be, so make sure you guys check there. Now, I haven't seen Amazon just yet, but be on the lookout for Amazon at any point. Amazon could be coming. Heck, by the time that I'm done with this video, Amazon could have their pre-orders up, because Best Buy has pre-orders up for Bayonetta 3 Trinity Masquerade Edition, and I was able to pre-order it quite easily. Now, right now at this point, it is sold out, but just make sure you guys keep a lookout for Best Buy for those pre-orders, keep a lookout for GameStop for those pre-orders, and keep a lookout for Amazon as well. Target should get some, Walmart should get some, so there should be more pre-orders if you want this Trinity Masquerade Edition that does come with these different art cards. You get, yeah, these art covers, you get the game physical on a cartridge, you get a nice little box. Also, you get a big art book as well, and it was not anything like Xenoblade Chronicles 3, which is a relief too, because the game wasn't pushed up multiple different months just for it to come out. So very happy about this special edition, very happy that I was able to pre-order it no problem. And honestly, like, I wasn't even on top of it too. Like, I was at the dentist's office, and more than like an hour or so after Wario64 posted this edition, I was able just to easily go on Best Buy, put it in my cart, put in Bayonetta 1, which we're going to talk about right now, and put both of those and just buy both of them, no problem whatsoever. $89.99 for the special edition. And of course, Bayonetta 1, that can be also pre-ordered, and as of the time that I'm recording this video, and I keep saying that over and over, but this game is still available for pre-orders. So if you want Bayonetta 1 at Best Buy on the Nintendo Switch, which I highly suggest you get that, because that might be a good video for my buy now before they're rare. That game was never produced on a physical cartridge outside of the Japanese special edition, Everybody else, we got a download code. If you bought Bayonetta 2, that was on cartridge, then Bayonetta 1 was the download code. This is a physical cartridge of the Switch version, which is, as of right now, at this point, rare. So I would say that Nintendo's not going to make a ton of these because the sales potential isn't extremely high. Everyone who's wanted to play the game for the most part has played it. Yes, you'll get some extra people here and there, but there's still the digital sales and everything. So I still feel that this is probably not going to be something that's going to be around for a long time. So yes, you should absolutely pick up Bayonetta 1 if you're a Bayonetta fan, or if you're looking to get into Bayonetta. If you started with 2, definitely make sure that you play 1 before 3 comes out, just so you have some continuity between all the different characters and the story and catching up on everything there. But Bayonetta 3 looks like it's going to have its own kind of self-contained story too, and kind of talk about the characters and what they do and who they are and kind of where they are at this point and everything. So I think that it's going to be fun for newcomers in addition to people who have already played all of the Bayonetta games, because the story just looks nuts in this game, just as crazy as Bayonetta 2. But it even looks even crazier with the combat and what you can do in that game, because you can actually wear the demons down and perform as them. You can now also have these demon slaves. I mean, it's just nuts what they're doing with this game, and all in a very solid clip when it comes to frame rate on the Switch. So very excited to see Bayonetta 3, this Trinity Masquerade Edition, and of course Bayonetta 1 coming back as well. So now you can have all 3 Bayonetta games physical on the Nintendo Switch, and that is a good thing. I love Bayonetta. Hopefully this game does extremely well. I think it will. It's sold out right now on Best Buy, but I'm guessing that there might be some more. So just once again, stay posted on that. But it's good to see fans go ahead and snap those up today. So what are your thoughts when it comes to Bayonetta 3 and what's going on with this game? Let me know in the comment section below. All right, and moving on to the next topic here, guys. We've got a couple Switch announcements, surprise announcements of games that we didn't think were coming, but are coming to the Nintendo Switch. So Oddworld Soulstorm Optimized Edition is coming to Nintendo Switch. When they put those names in there like that. So publisher Macroids and developer Oddworld Inhabitants will release Oddworld Soulstorm Optimized Edition for the Nintendo Switch. The company's announced. A release date was not announced, however. But Oddworld Soulstorm first launched for the PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, and PC via Epic Game Store on April 6, 2021. Has it already been that long? That's crazy. Followed by the Xbox Series and Xbox One on November 30th, 2021, and PC via Steam on June 21st, 2022. Wow, Steam got that one extremely late. Now, there is a limited edition. So what you get in this limited edition is Oddworld Soulstorm Standard Edition for the Nintendo Switch, a collectible metal case with 24 cartridge slots, 3 art prints. Now, in the Collector's Edition, you get a unique collector's box, Oddworld Soulstorm Standard Edition for the Nintendo Switch, a collectible metal case with 24 cartridge slots, an exclusive 9-inch 22cm silver figurine of Abe, Budokan Hero, a premium 160-page art book by Pixin Love Publishing, an exclusive mining company keychain, 3 art prints, ancient Budokan tribal stickers, Abe's hand tattoo. So this game is older, so if you want to read more about this game and what it's all about, you can definitely check out some of the key features. Explosive action adventure platforming, epic scope, revolutionary completionist, multiple endings, 15 different levels, tons of different things to do, stuff to collect. So yeah, it's all there. Oddworld's been around for a hot minute, and I'll be honest, I've never been into Oddworld. I played the games back in, remember, like PlayStation 1 or whatever. Never liked it, never been into the character, never liked really the franchise at all. But for those who are into it, here you go. Here's some Oddworld for you. So what do you guys think about this surprise announcement of Oddworld Soulstorm coming to the Switch? Let me know in the comment section below. All right, and moving into the final topic here, guys, another surprise announcement of another big franchise out there, and that is Yu-Gi-Oh! Yes, a brand new Yu-Gi-Oh! Game is coming to Nintendo Switch. It was just recently announced. So Konami has announced Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duel Dawn of the Battle Royale. Let's go, Go Rush for Nintendo Switch. It will launch this winter in Japan. Further details were not announced in a very Konami type of way. So it's very unfortunate about the Yu-Gi-Oh! Creator. Recently he did pass away, so I'm very sorry to hear about that. But at least his creations, his wife's work in terms of what he's done, what he's known for, will live on with Yu-Gi-Oh! So what do you guys think about this Yu-Gi-Oh! Announcement? I am not a Yu-Gi-Oh! Player. I don't play any of the games. I don't know really anything about the franchise, but I do see the memes. I know enough about the memes to talk about it a little bit, But outside of that, I don't really know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh! But I know that Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a big deal on the Nintendo Switch with the previous stuff that's came out, the franchise and everything. People are very excited for any type of Yu-Gi-Oh! Game or these card battling games on the Switch in general. So for those who are looking forward to it, look out for this winter in Japan, which could be this year or next year, just based on how Konami wants to Konami it up. So yeah, interesting. But what are your thoughts when it comes to all the different topics that we discussed here? Let me know in the comment section below. All right, guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Please make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're someone new, click that notification bell, and we will see you for the next video. Peace.